Well, good morning. It is Friday, March the 22nd, and the weekend is upon us. I'm going to tell you what has happened this week, what you can expect for the weekend. I'll be right back.
Electricity, something I don't mix well with at all, and that's why I only trust the folks at ELS OBX. ELS OBX offers a variety of services from custom electrical installations to lighting design. ELS OBX has the experience and know-how to complete any job. They're committed to providing the highest quality lighting and electrical installations or service at affordable prices. Visit them online at elsobx.com to get a brighter idea of how shockingly awesome they are. See what I did there? ELS OBX, electrical and lighting solutions you can count on. When it comes to finding phenomenal seafood, you gotta go insane. That's right, stop into the Insane Seafood Market right there on Highway 64 in Columbia. Luke Midget and his crew work hard out on the water to make sure you have the freshest selection of seafood around. They provide a wide selection of fish, crabs, shrimp, oysters, and clams, just to name a few. Insane Seafood has a hot bar to satisfy that seafood craving right on the spot. Visit them online at insaneseafood.com and like them on social media. Go insane at Insane Seafood Market, Highway 64 in Columbia.
Okay, so I talked to Captain Ed Ashby on the Sea Breeze last night, and he hopefully is out offshore today. But he did share with me they've only got in 5 days of offshore fishing since the 5th, I think he said, of March. It's just been blowing. That's not unusual for this time of year, but some of these guys have these Asian and international clientele. They're from all over. South Africa, they're from Japan, quite a few of them are. A few from Europe and Portugal. So they all come and they're fishing and catching these giant bluefin tuna on spinning tackle. Yep, I did say spinning tackle. The rod and reel alone would cost you maybe $5,000. I mean, it's just incredible. But that's what they're using, and they're catching and releasing these 500-pound plus bluefin tunas. Nobody is focusing much on the yellowfins right now. There hadn't been many of them around. We had one little flurry of them about a month ago, but been pretty quiet. But the wind is going to pick back up. If they get through today, the rest of the weekend will probably be a washout. That's what I'm thinking with this coastal storm. Inshore fishing, we haven't been talking much about it, but it will bust loose here right around Easter. And some of the things they'll be catching will be sea bass and king mackerel. Amberjack will be a summer full of ribbon fish probably. Commercial boats are already catching those. False albacore, Spanish mackerel, bluefish, all that kind of stuff. But right now it's not getting felt out very good, especially with the wind blowing like it is. There are two areas in our report, and I'll tell you about one of them before we take a little break. The drum fishing is very good. They don't care about how rough it gets. In fact, the rougher it is, the better they like it. And drum in all size classes, puppy drums, yearling, and big drum are now being caught up and down the beach. I did hear of one black drum yesterday. There's probably more than that being caught. Still some small sharks, a few sea mullet, stuff like that. But the big drum, that's the big news. People going down Cape Point, off a few of them off the piers if they're open, but by and large, that also is going to do nothing but increase for the next month or so. Now, we'll get to the other really good fishing spot as we talk about speckled trout back in the Sound, and I'll be right back to do just that.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
All right, the speckled trout fishing has been very, very good. I think today we'll see a pretty good effort with the wind and the rain and the high seas coming. The weekend might be a little bit of a washout for the inshore people as well, but the speckled trout bite is good. The fish are getting bigger and more plentiful. That's really, really good to hear. And there's a few puppy drum in the Sound. The further south you go, the better that bite is. So that's the two things that people target more than anything else in the Sound. Now, are the first sheephead of the year? That's early, and that's good news as well, because last year, as we've been talking about, we had a banner year on sheephead fishing. So get your gear all together fish today if you can. And still some cool weather to come. Don't plant that garden yet, whatever you do. But that's what's going on there in the freshwater. Catfish and yellow perch. And I met my friend Holly the other day. I saw her while I was grocery shopping. And she informed me that the yellow perch bite is on. And I asked her about the white perch. And she said, well, I don't know about the white perch. But the yellow perch is harder to clean, but better eating than a white perch. That's probably arguable, but that's kind of interesting. A yellow perch, also known as a raccoon perch. And also over the last few days, the bass fishing in the Currituck Sound has been very good. So we know about that. I'm talking about a largemouth bass, and there have been a few puppy drum caught up that way as well. So there's opportunities. The crappie fishing is a little bit early for that. Holly was telling me this is not quite the time that she likes to go, although there have been a few catches. So all of that means that you can go somewhere and go fishing. Although Saturday, I don't think you're gonna. I'll keep you posted if anything changes, and thanks for tuning in. That's my report for you on this Friday morning.